Vikram, take it up with Jessica Lee. I'm here with Vikram Gupta, who's the Senior Director of Pre-Sales for the Americas at Akamai. Hi, Vikram. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Jessica. Good to be here.
Akamai has been around the internet industry for a long time, very well-respected company with over $3 billion in revenue and 8,500 employees. So the whole market has shifted. I know that the network layer is not just the network layer anymore, but more of the application involved. So I wanted to get your take on the market trends you're seeing, and also in your role in handling the pre-sales. What are some of the best practices in leadership that you would like to share with us?
Sure. Yeah, happy to be here. So Jessica, with the situation that we're in with the global pandemic, what we've observed is a significant rise in internet traffic, so 30%. And that's because people are working from home. They're not going into the offices. Schools are closed, and there's a lot going on. And shopping has all moved online as malls are closed, and people still need supplies. People still need their daily household items. We're seeing obviously a lot more movies being watched online. There's no more online sports, but still a lot more media consumption that happens online. So more and more traffic moving to online viewing. In our homes, most of us have OTT into our homes, and and that drives a lot of traffic, a lot of usage for end users. And Akamai is right in the middle of it, right? We're the largest globally distributed edge computing platform. We've been around for over 2 decades, and we've been making the internet be fast, reliable, and secure. So we're in the core of the internet, and we bring the content closer to the end users. So this way, end users don't have to traverse through the internet to get to the source to get content. They get it from a closest endpoint to them from the edge. And that has a lot of really positive impacts. One is it makes content be delivered to the end users faster. It's secure because you can now apply security mechanisms to it. It's highly available, very scalable, and now content owners have deeper insights into where the content is, who's viewing it, and all the trends that go along with it.
One of the areas that I find it very interesting is the use of bots to create all kinds of problems for the consumers, maybe stealing their identity and just causing websites to go down when you have a lot of bots attacking too. And that's an area that Akamai has actually been providing new solutions to address the bots.
Yeah, so with the pervasive network that we have, we're closer to the end users, as we talked about. We see all the traffic that comes with it. And bots have been around for years, and they're more of a menace than they ever have been. And they take advantage of situations. So these are the bad guys, right? So these are your political activists. There's organized crime. There is nation states involved, and their goal is to somehow manipulate, passwords, get access to accounts, sell it in a heap in the dark web, and then have the bad guys go and exploit it. So it's a problem, and especially with the situation that we're in, the pandemic, they choose to exploit that. So they exploit it also using malware or phishing. So they'll send emails saying, hey, here's some great information about Corona, but you click on that link and it takes you to a phishing site. So
yeah. And I think that with us being home, I think about the voting situation where a lot of states are saying, let's try to do online voting. And that's an area of concern. So the technology to go in and make it a secure voting environment is so critical nowadays.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Akamai's goal is to accelerate applications, to accelerate APIs and secure them, and mobile apps bring content closer to the edge. So we can, we help with with pretty much everything that happens on the internet.
Mhm. I want to talk about your role in pre-sales. This is where once there's a sales qualified lead, your team steps in to help maybe look at the environment, be the trusted advisor to suggest solutions and coming up with proof of concept. Talk to us about your team and how you're leading that effort and the management tips that you would share.
Yes, I've been in pre-sales for 2 decades. So that's a role I'm super passionate about. That's a role I really care about, and it's a very critical role to an organization. Some people call them sales engineers, solutions engineers, pre-sales. It's all the same thing. And what a pre-sales engineer does is it works with their sales counterparts to help identify opportunities, understand the business problem that the customer is trying to solve, map it to a solution if there is that Akamai can help solve, and then architect a solution. At times, we're re-engineering the customer vision because they've thought about it in one particular way, and we may come up with a much better creative way to solve that problem. So that's that in a nutshell is what a sales engineer does. Now, through the selling process, there's a lot of different steps that you go through. So it's understanding what the customer requirements are, what the business pain is, what the impact is, and making sure that we can actually solve that problem, and then working with the customer um, to identify what the success criteria are going to be, do a demo, do a proof of concept, and then help solve that business problem for them.
Vikram, I know your team is pretty large and it is making a huge impact because you're actually helping to show the value in your solution. That this helps to close deals for the sales team. Talk to us about your 212-degree approach or your philosophy in making a difference at that pivotal point in the effort.
Yeah. So let me start with my why. So Simon Sinek wrote this thing about the golden circle, and it's really about uncovering your why. And my why is to encourage us to evolve so that together we can foster change. And what that means is, hey, let's always be on the lookout to evolving, to adapting change, and to creating change, and to be open to change. Change is the only thing that's constant, and that change happens, around us in different facets of our life. So 212 degrees, it's actually a very interesting thing that stuck with me for a long time. And all it is hey, at 211 degrees Fahrenheit, water is really hot.
Mm.
At 212 degrees, it starts to boil. And boiling water creates steam, and steam can power an engine. Steam can power a train. So it's that one extra degree that makes all the difference.
Yeah, I like that analogy a lot.
Yeah, and it's all about, you could be so close to solving a problem, and it's all about never giving up. And it's about making sure that we're always going that extra mile, extra degree, as I call it, to solve a customer's problem, to do whatever we need to do to accomplish. So that's really what it's about, and that's the philosophy that's ingrained in the minds of our pre-sales engineers.
Maybe you can share with us what ideas your team has come up or you have come up that you've implemented that has demonstrated that outcome from 211 to 212 degree change.
Yeah, and we see that every single day. We see that every single day when they're working with their customers. If you think about the problems that Akamai is solving, it's not the same problem every single day. Internet technologies are evolving every day. Attacks are getting more and more complex. Web performance needs are more stringent every single day. No one knew about this pandemic that was about to hit us, which was going to put everyone in their homes and working from homes, and that creates a strain on the internet. And these are the situations that you just can't always prepare for, and you have to go in there at times and just try and work with the customers and try and figure it out and make sure you solve their problem. So Akamai's platform does that, does that very easily and does that very effectively. And we see that every single day from our customers. From a pre-sales engineering standpoint, these engineers are at the tip of the spear. They're the face of our organization in front of our customers, and they have to be smart. They have to be intelligent. They have to be the best technologists that there is, and we call them the trusted advisors. And what that means is, I want our customers to trust them with technology, not just Akamai, but with any technology. I want them to look at our pre-sales engineers as trusted advisors to help solve their business problems.
Vikram, you talked about the 1 degree difference from, say, hot water to boiling. I'm wondering if you could share how you've made an impact in sales conversion, for example. What have you done that has shown a change?
Yeah, so we, a method we use is data-driven decision making. Mm-hmm. That's our philosophy, and it's harvesting data to understand where we are and then to determine where we need to be. So an example of that is a proof of concept conversions. And we've, over the last year and a half, we've increased it by 50%. So that's been a significant improvement because we started to take a look at, hey, what were our proof of concepts all about? Who were we doing it for? What kind of products? And the aging, and when did we win it? How long did it take for us to not win it? And then we just put some best practices around it. We put some gating criteria around it, and we wanted to make sure that we did those for really qualified proof of concepts. So
have you automate any part of that? Because I know automation is one way to scale.
Yeah, it's these are complex technologies, so it's hard to automate proof of concepts. But there are demonstrations that can be given that show how this technology works and how it can be used with a customer's environment. But it's really hard to automate a proof of concept because that's in a customer's live environment. But we've made that very, very effective, and our customers can now take, or not now, but they've always been able to take our products and try it out and then buy. And we work with them and we set up success criteria so they know and anticipate the kind of improvements that they're going to experience, and they more often than not exceed that, and that's been a huge thing.
Wow, Vikram, 50% improvement is huge. Talk to us about your leadership. How do you manage the team this big, making this big of an impact?
Yeah, I truly believe that a leader has to have three things, right? One is intellectual ability, emotional awareness, and then operational command. And without that, it's really hard, and a leader needs to exhibit those three things. So be smart, be really understanding of where the market is, where the trends are, so you can stay ahead of it. And then emotional awareness to manage your team and to make sure that you're providing equal opportunities. You're hiring a diverse team, and you're giving everyone a chance to shine. And then the last thing is operational command, is to understand data, understand the dynamics of a business, right? If you think about the mission for my team is to fascinate our customers so that we can be the creators and catalyst of customer confidence, right? If I break it down, the word fascinate, there was a book I read about fascination by Sally Hogshead, and this is all about fascinate. If you think about what that word means, it's about to hold somebody under a spell or to really impress the heck out of somebody, and that is the feeling I want our customers to walk away with when they engage with our team, is to be fascinated by them, and to be the catalyst and creators of customer confidence. That is, that's a very strong terminology as well, because we're trying to make our customers feel confident in themselves about making a decision that's going to have a significant positive impact on their business, right? Change is always hard, and we're always our goal is to be the sense makers. And there's so much information out there. Um, if you talk to businesses, they and ask them, hey, did you run across or did you come across good information during your buying cycle? Gartner studies say 90% of people actually encountered information of really high quality. Now, that's a pretty high number. So how do you differentiate yourself, right? How do you become the organization that people gravitate towards, or people understand? Because when they're looking for a new solution, there are competitors out there, but how do you stand out? And you stand out when your people become the sense makers, when they work with customers to really help them, help explain to them what they need to be aware of and what is not important. And that's what we do with our engineers, and we help them do with their customers.
Well, this has been a really insightful conversation about your pre-sales processes and the tips that you are able to share on the leadership. I want to thank you very much, Vikram, for being on the show to talk to us. I know that the security and network space is huge. The application layer is definitely a significant part of your business. And you are helping to close deals. So thanks for sharing the best practices on that.
Yeah, I think more important than that, I think we're helping the internet stay fast, reliable, and secure. I think that's our core mission, and that's what we're going to continue to do. It was a pleasure talking to you, Jessica.
Thank you. There you have it, folks. Take it up with Jessica Lee, Vikram Gupta from Akamai.